Hey guys, and welcome to video number 11. Eleventrix, as in Elementrix. Guys, it's amazing. It's day 11. I am very happy that it's day 11. And I wanted to kick off today's video with huge celebration of a big thing that happened is me finally getting 30 subscribers on YouTube. Guys, it's amazing. Can't be more happy. 2 weeks ago I didn't have anything, not even 2 weeks ago. Okay, yeah, well, YouTube, like short form videos, I started. Sorry for that. I started, what was it, posting 21 days ago, so it was 3 weeks ago that I started. And now, after 3 weeks of posting, I got my 30th subscriber. It's amazing. I'm very happy, and more to come for sure. I would be so happy to hit 100 subscribers by August, but I think that's a little too big of a dream, because as far as been 30 subscribers in 3 weeks, maybe I can get so in 21 days, so maybe I can get 40 subscribers in 4 weeks, and then it would mean that I could actually get 100 subscribers by August. That means also that I have 2 months and a half left for me to do so. And I think I can do that. I think I can, because if I only stay consistent and I keep posting daily, and first of all, people are gonna start noticing that it's day 62, for example. And second of all, I believe I'll make better videos, like I'll learn to be better, because of course at the moment I suck at it, and later I'll be able to do better, and get better results later as a result of doing better. So that's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I'm looking forward to, and I'll be really happy that happened. At the meantime, my main challenge is 30 days of radical consistency challenge, which is not really getting any traction, but it's all right. I'm not doing it for the traction. I'm not doing it for the sake of views or subscribers or likes, even more. What the main reason of me doing this challenge is, first of all, when I started it, it was for me to have the proof that I can be consistent, that I can do hard work if needed, if required. If I place myself a goal to do hard work, I'll be able to perform what's needed. So the thing is, why, by the way, the last few videos I'm not in placing here how am I reading and how am I watching podcasts, but I keep doing it daily. Unfortunately, all you have to do now is just to believe me. The thing is that my phone charger has kind of struggled and suffered in the past few days. I don't know why. Like, it's not original charger, because I left my original charger when I was coming to Dubai. So instead, it's this weird, I don't even know the brand of this charger. Yeah, and like it stopped working like normally. So the only way I can make it work is by placing my phone on something so the charger keeps up. Yeah, you know the drill. Some of you definitely faced this kind of charging experiments sometime in life. So that's what I'm dealing with, and I'll get a new charger only maybe hopefully by the end of this week or in the beginning of the next one. So, and then I'll be able to again charge my phone normally as I should be able to, and then I'll keep recording myself daily of reading and listening to podcasts. It's not necessary, of course. I can just say that I did it, but it's much better if I have a real proof. Not bad for anyone else, but just for me to know that I did the best of it and that I did great. By the way, before we move on to more parts of the video, yep, all correct. Jig. So that's why soon I'll keep placing these videos here. For now, we'll keep it this way. So why am I? By the way, I need some kind of timer to understand that I did enough. I don't want to like keep constantly looking at my phone to understand it. I wonder what do I use. I can use this computer, but I don't want to switch it on because it's off at the moment and I like it this way. Can use my other computer, but that will be a little too complicated. It's over. Okay, it wasn't that complicated, but still. So, all right. 45 more minutes, it means that I'm finishing, then it will be 12:15. Great. I actually have something very interesting today to discuss. If you remember from the previous video, we did this. So, this. It's a visualization of me when I turn 30 years old. I'm an international speaker, public speaker, also an influencer, which helps people to find the direction and to start moving in towards that direction. Even more, I want to be helping people with what I have discovered about myself today. And the great part was that I had my notebook ready, so I just wanted to let my thoughts out. I felt like I need to do it as soon as possible, so I just took my notebook and my pen, which by the way is a new skin because the previous skin I took away, so now it turns out to be Brava. Before it was some kind of Egyptian skin at first. So that's the pen I'm using for, which has no fucking meaning in it, like way when speaking about pen. For several days, I felt the need to describe why I'm doing what I'm doing and what is the purpose. Like, why am I wanted so much? And for example, this picture here, like, why this guy is so happy there. And what is so special about me getting there? So I have had, as I said, this urgency to write it down. So here is what I wrote. I am really scared to achieve nothing. To be nobody, to have nothing, to be nothing. To spend all these years searching and doubting and failing and delaying. I want to be a winner, not a loser. Why? Because that's my inner drive. That's my inner spirit. And then I wrote a great and amazing quote myself. I'll be quoting it all over the place from now on. I feel like it sounds so cool the way I wrote it that I can actually use it later on too. Are you ready? Quote. The whole meaning of my existence is never-ending pursuit of greatness. I repeat, the whole meaning of my existence is never-ending pursuit of greatness. I want to be great. I want to win in this life no matter how much hours and effort it requires. These are my roots. This is my core. This is what I am. I cannot settle for less. I refuse mediocrity. Why? Because I know that I can. Plants grow, animals grow, people grow. My inner power grows too, and it screams, free me. Guys, this is something what I actually didn't want to write here. Actually, what I wanted to write here is skills, habits, achievements, and actions which I need to do in order for me to get here on stage at my 30s. But instead, I just let all my inner thoughts out, and I'm very happy I did. I was also able to brainstorm with Google and ChatGPT about the reasoning behind this, and it's really cool. I love it. I love to read. What I also found is that a lot of people who are high achievers, they all have this. We're sharing basically the same feeling, the same urgency to become greater. And as I learned from ChatGPT or whatever AI, I think it was ChatGPT, or maybe a mix of both, is that we all, as human beings, have different kind of wheels and urgencies to, in general, to grow and become better at something. And ambition is a part of us. Some people more, some people less. And some people also, the way I, for example, described it to ChatGPT when I had this feeling and I wanted to describe this feeling to ChatGPT and see what they're gonna tell me, instead of just sending them this picture, I described it in sentences. And I also, by the way, wrote a very cool quote there, which I might as well pull out now and read to you. I think it's also another. This maybe it does sound a little rude in a way, but I love it anyway. So I'm trying to uncover why I want to be great so much. It's at my core. These are my roots. This is what I am. It feels that the whole meaning of my existence is never-ending pursuit of greatness. The answer I got from the thing is not helping. It says because I can. But what it really is, why it feels so much in my chest, but I want to scream. It wants to break out. I want to have tears on my face and to feel the power of me. I'm the greatest and ready to do whatever it takes to get there. And I don't want to win others. I'm not here to compete with them. I'm not competing with other people. It's my game, my life. And that's all I care about. So why do I want to win in my life so much? Do people have it? Oh, sorry, do all people have it? Maybe all do, but they forget. They don't realize it, that they forget. Maybe they don't realize it, that they have this power within them, which drives them, or maybe they try to avoid it or ignore it. Why? Because they're too scared to realize it, because that could uncover the most difficult path that they're not brave enough to take. And instead, they prefer to live in the shadow of their own selves and die in darkness in the corner of their own world. Maybe adding here in their own little world, even better. They prefer to live in shadow of their own selves and die in darkness in the corner of their own little world. Why am I so scared to never become great? Is it validation? It doesn't feel like one. So what is then? Why I want to win and am so scared to never win? Can it be that there is no meaning and that it's just something what I have grown in myself from the childhood and won't be able to uncover the true reason for this? Do I even need to dig deeper? What do other people who asked the same question and achieved great things have said? That is why average life feels terrifying. Okay, this is now the different one. So this is now what he said. He said, this is why the average life feels terrifying to you, not because normal people are bad, but because in your mind, average symbolizes unused potential, spiritual laziness, betrayal of self, dying without expressing what was inside, becoming a spectator in your own life. And then, undeniable stock of proof, which is a different topic. Undeniable stock of proof is something what I need in order for other people to believe me and for me to be credible. Credible source of information, inspiration, motivation, and discipline. So that was the reflection I did today to myself. And that reflection, it was, as you can see, it's kind of two parts. There were two parts of it. First is what I wrote in my notebook. Second is what I wrote on my computer. And I really thought about other people who never achieved great things, or they reached their achievement because they realized it too late, and then they don't even want to hear about it. They're scared to know that it still exists inside of them. They don't want to watch videos like this. It makes them anxious. It makes them depressed. It makes them sad, and they're just too sad and unhappy to face it. And that's the problem, because in order to overcome it, you must face it at first. It's necessary to face that you are nothing, that you have achieved nothing, and that you want to achieve more than you are. That's the only way how you become greater, is by realizing and understanding where you are at the current moment. Of course, maybe not necessarily, like I know a lot of people can become great just because they're cool, and they don't have to think about all of this. They just do. They just perform. They don't have to think. And because they do, and they do great things, it's enough. So it depends as well, of course, there are many different layers to it. And yep. Apparently, that's how I felt. It's my fuel. It's my never-ending fuel. It really is. The only person I shared it with is my girlfriend, by the way. Because I want my girlfriend to know what I am planning to become. It's important. So we are aligned and we're moving in the same direction. It's my 11th video today, and it means that 10 videos are done already, 10 days are done, 1/3 is done, we're moving forward. Soon I'll have to do more challenges, something more outside of my comfort zone, maybe something more interesting, something more engaging, where I do not necessarily have to record a video every day, but instead I'll be recording 3 videos per week, and maybe with different kind of idea structure. I've been thinking also a lot about like guest speaking videos, but that's not the main topic today. I don't want to be jumping from topic to topic. So, as I said, so far we've discussed 30 subscribers, which I had, which is a great result for me. Then I've told you about this thought of mine and feeling that I got. And that the only person I told about this 30 years old goal achievement milestone is my girlfriend. Why? Because she's the person who needs to know, and other people don't need to know. The more I speak about it, the more I lose that energy which I can use in order to get there. The more I speak about it, the more fuel I lose. So I don't want to lose any fuel on just yapping. Video like this now, I don't care as much. I don't consider it as sharing it with anyone. This is just me the way I am, speaking my thoughts and my self-reflections, which I don't even think anyone would get to this part and actually listen to all of this, because it's a whole process, and I don't have enough credibility yet for people to just watch my videos for 50 minutes straight. And it's boring, there is no separation, there is no visuals, no music, I don't even have any timelines where you can just click and see what topics are being discussed in the moment, which I could improve. But the thing is that for that I need to record my voice at the same time, and I would love to use my iPad to do that, but unfortunately, again, my charger is the same for my iPad and for my phone, so I need a new charger for both devices. And then I'll be able to add those timelines. I think it's pretty easy to do, like at least I want to learn how to do it. So yeah, that's one, quite important. And in general, I'll be able to understand more about what has been discussed during the topic conversation, monologue, video, recording, and learn to be able to reflect on it later on, also with bigger analysis, more analysis. Yep. I just today, my girlfriend, by the way, she told me this when I shared my idea that I'm planning to maybe, like, I asked myself a question: what if I never skip in the next 5 years? She told me about this guy on TikTok who is doing this, actually being super consistent. He did this video, no fizzy drink, and maybe you might have heard about him. No fizzy drink, and apparently he is now on day 2160 something, 162 maybe. Whoa, that's a great result. It's I think he's getting closer to 6 year, and imagine he got so popular for not simply not drinking something. like one action, one simplest ever action brought him so much popularity because he was consistent for 2000 days. All it takes to get great at something, or the perception of being great at something, well, it is kind of making 2000 days without fizzy drink is a great, he is, you can call it greatness in some sort. So that's all you need. And I'm sure that many people would hear to him giving advice how to stop yourself from drinking fizzy drink. Definitely he understood something. Unless he wants to drop a harsh truth at like third thousandth day that actually all this time he's been lying and drinking fizzy drinks. But even if he does that, still the world is going to give him so much respect for posting daily videos for the past 3000 days. That's incredible. That's like more weight. It's like eight, yeah, like 9 years. 9 years. Wow. I think you can see the whole person becoming older. Wow. So that's one, and definitely something what I could also consider. That's what I'm considering right now at the moment, to never skip a day of daily posting for the next 5 years, which is, as we calculated all together, 2825 days and 60 months, if calculated in months. And I think it's much easier to think in months because then you like you also realize how much time you have left. For example, I'll complete 1 month in 9 days, and then it will be 59 months left. It feels less than a minute. So I am very excited, but at the same time, I know that I need to do a lot of work, and at some point, I'll need to go full time on this. And to do that, I need to be able to have either income from this or have some kind of passive side hustle income. Of course, I prefer to have income from this particular thing what I'm doing. So I could think how I could monetize it in the next few years. Because I have 7 years, so in the next at least 3 years, I need to monetize it already and be able to go all in. Because then I'll have only 4 years. And my girlfriend, she said, like, come on, that's a lot of time. And I was like, is it? No? Is it a lot of time? Maybe she's right. Maybe I'm dramatizing. Being dramatic. I think that's the way you say it, not dramatizing. Do you have this word, dramatizing? I can do whatever shit I want on my videos. If there is a word exists which is dramatizing, well, there is something like this, but it's very deeply connected with some kind of lila bila. Hinduism water fleet, no. Yeah, adapting real or fictional events into a dramatic performance for media like theater, radio or television, doesn't matter, but dramatizing actually exists. Okay, good. Good, so I'm not tripping. Wanted to do something else. Oh yes, notes, note taker. I could use my computer to do it, but it's a bit too messy, too difficult. So I want. I'm thinking now what an average person life would look like on my place. Maybe they would just imagine a person who just doesn't care. They don't have such of a willingness and urgency to do something else apart from their 9 to 5, to do something outside of it and try to grow into that field and develop it and get some passive income going. What if they just enough? Imagine a person who is living by himself. He has no debts, he has no obligations, he's in his 20s, and he's working in the same, let's say, the same company where I work, and he gets, let's say, $1,500. So he's paying for his accommodation, for his food, $750 altogether, maybe $800, and then he has $700 to himself. So he can either invest it, buy something, send it to someone if he wants to share it with his family, for example, or let's say his family doesn't need money, very fine too. So he can just either stock it on his bank account or invest and like wait to buy a good computer and get himself like a nice PC for gaming. So all what he will be doing after work is coming back home and playing his game until the very late. Then he'll go to sleep, he'll wake up and go to work again, and then come back and then play a game again. And like this for like 5 years. With no purpose whatsoever. I would feel that I have let the world outrun me. And I am so behind, and that I would need to catch up in so many different things. Still, though, there is a something what this person would be able to do if he likes playing so much and he has a great PC. And let's say he also has some communication skills. Doesn't have to be like crazy Chris Williamson communication public skill level, but he can speak, describe stuff. Maybe he has friends who is he playing with. And in these 5 years, he will be able to create a gaming channel, which will then have like at least few 100,000 subscribers. And he will be able to just do what he enjoys most, not care about work, quit, and just keep playing and have fun. Go to the gym and also find a girlfriend who also likes playing games. And that's all. That's all the person needs. And it's also cool. And it's also respected. So, whatever it is that you're doing, always thinking about how to make some profit out of it. I think it's a great skill and a great idea in general, a great habit to acquire, because then it's kind of guarantees that you won't find yourself at some point in life. In Russia, we say with the naked ass and nothing else but naked ass. I've also been thinking a lot that I'm Russian. Like, how does my country, mother country, will be accepted on the social media? Because Russians are usually cold and emotionless, and maybe that's why people will be like, yeah, he's just Russian, that's why he's like this. Which is not true, of course. Now I did so much work, so much, to get to this self-awareness that I have now, to get to this self-awareness that other people are noticing it and saying to me that I look so chill and so calm and very wise, and definitely older than my actual age. Yep. So, I just realized as well that I don't want to be. Wait. What was it? The previous point about. Yeah, it was this idea of someone existing who is completely the opposite, who has no willingness whatsoever for ambition, zero ambition. How does that person see the world? It's like my whole inner, here I have it right here in my chest. My inner samurai would have to do how do you call it? Harasimi, Nagasaki, Nachimaki, Sugibaki. Harakiri. Sounds like sushi, some kind of special ones. So he would have to do harakiri. That's what I would have to do. To my inner samurai who wants never-ending pursuit of greatness. I need to do it. And just stop caring about my relatives as well and people I want to be great for. Like, first thing would be for me to accept that I don't want. I have zero ambition from now. second most difficult thing for me would be to just stop caring about my relatives, my family, my girlfriend, my friends, my little brother, my little sister, my mom, my dad, my brother, and just accept I will not be able to help them anyhow in the next 5, maybe 10 years. Maybe something will change later. I don't know. I don't care. Figure it out yourself. I'm just here, just existing like a fucking worm. I don't care. I want to play games. I want to watch tons of social media, TikTok. It gives me all the joy I need, all the dopamine I need. I don't need anything else. I enjoy spending money on food and parties, maybe clubs, on drinks, and that's fake friends as well. Yeah, that's all I need. I don't care about life. Impossible. But so many people are living this way and they don't even realize it. Second of all, so many people live it in kind of similar way, maybe different, but the core idea stays the same. And I find it mediocrity. I find it being average. I find it not living. I find living in pursuing your greatness and your ambition and going after it and achieving the things your inner samurai wants you to achieve. Developing your full potential. I know I have so much potential. And I want for my potential to break out and just fill the world with it and help so many other people start moving, realize it, and yeah, get better at it. I feel like that if I enjoy so much inspiring people, then why not do actually for a long time I wanted to do it, to start doing motivational videos. I'm afraid of what people will think of me. But maybe I should not care. Maybe I should do it anyway. So the way I do it usually is I have some music playing on the background. For example, I'll showcase what I'm talking about now. Oh, I have 20% battery left. That's not good. 17%, it keeps going down. Okay, let me decrease my brightness to the lowest. Hopefully that helps to survive for 7 minutes more. Oh shit. Shoot. Oh. Are you ready, guys? I will now showcase what I'm talking about here. It will sound dumb because you won't hear the music, only I will hear it. It's actually very motivational and inspiring music playing on the background. Maybe I shouldn't even use my voice. Maybe I should use like some kind of different voice if I am willing to share it with people. My favorites. No, it's not my favorites. I should go to playlists. My collection. Favorite albums? No. Epic themes. Yes. Victory. by London Music Works. Maybe different. Ooh, started. Okay, need to stop being smiley and funny about it. What I would say to myself, that if I was caring about what other people think, what other people would say about the way I am, would I allow that to decide for me, for my future, for my present, for what I am? Of course not. What I would do instead is I would take all those voices and mute them all, rip the tongues out. I don't need to listen to that, because and I'm sure that you too, want to become the greatest you've ever been. If you're watching this. And the only way for us to be the greatest is by accepting our current position of things. Okay, enough of this, guys. Thank you. That was more of a theater at the moment. But I wonder, should I, again, with music and a bit more preparation, with actually doing it for the sake of video, not for the sake of showing you what it looks like, it would be much better and much more inspiring. So again, I'm not sure that my voice sounds good enough, that my interactions and way I speak it, but the most important, that if I want to be able to speak and inspire people in 7 years, I must learn a way to speak normally now. I must start at least, so I can just do not care, as I didn't care about making social media content, and do what I feel like doing most, and actually do all those videos and try to progress in that direction and try to inspire people. The thing is that I wanted to do those reels with some generated pictures maybe in between, where I take motivational pictures and I place them, and there's like some kind of overlay, so it's not just you look at me and I speak, but you have those pictures changing, maybe GIFs. It doesn't have to be actually like GIFs, right? Like animated pictures. It can be just pictures itself. And that I can do even with ChatGPT subscription, which I have. And also I still have that idea about doing those very romantic kind of stories, listening to classical music. So it's like a classic music is playing on the background, and I'm reading about something from a story. So it's a piano or a violin, and the letter which Giuseppe wrote to his beautiful Endorfina. And we were never made to love each other, but they did. But they were never made to be together, and they never did. Today were quite a lot about my self-reflections, definitely. It's alright. I like it. I still have to write all the skills, habits, and achievements and actions that are required for me to be able to speak on public at the age of 30, and not just speak on like public, like some conferences, but actually to have a whole preparation, tickets, kind of like a city tour, and have sold out in my tickets, and then go perform, get the energy, get those people, get to speak with them, get their feedback, answer their questions. That would be really fun. Let me just see how much time it's left. Oh, 51. I exactly felt like it's the time to finish. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this. I appreciate you all as much as I did yesterday and before yesterday and before yesterday, and as well as I'll do in 100 days or months. It doesn't matter. Always do, because without you, there would be no me here. So wish you all the best. Enjoy your rest of the day, evening, wherever it is, and more to come.